When do you think it started, Fez?
Washington's 106.7 WJFK. Here starts Ron and Fez.
Okay, good. You're in for that, right?
Ron and Fez.
All right, Fezzy, I'll be talking with an author right now. It's Patricia Hellinger. She's going to teach us a little bit about natural healing. She's written a book called Hiatal Hernia and Chronic Fatigue System and many other diseases healed naturally. And then also, Giant Brian told me there's some work about a superbug that's coming in from Iraq. So we have Patricia on the phone right now. Patricia, welcome to the Ron and Fez show.
Thank you. Welcome aboard to my show, too.
Oh, you're on the air as we speak?
Yes.
Oh, I had no idea.
No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. I do have my own television show, but I'm free tonight for you.
Oh, okay. What is
Got us.
What is your TV show?
It's a health show. It's called Natural Health and Healing Diseases Naturally.
Mm-hmm. And where's that show on at?
Great Falls, Montana.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Must be cold out there this time of year, though, huh?
Well, actually, we have in the 50s now, but last week we were 33 and 40 below zero.
Wow. That's a big leap, huh?
Yes.
All right. You can cure hiatal hernia just naturally, huh?
Okay, first I'm going to clarify something.
Mm-hmm.
I never use the word cure.
You can cure it.
No, curing to me is
Or hams.
a Band-Aid on it and it can come back.
Right.
But natural healing, I call it natural healing.
Healing. Okay. I
You
apologize.
don't cure, you heal.
Yes, right. Correct.
All right. So what would someone do if they had hiatal hernia? That's the high hernia, right?
It's called hiatal hernia.
Yeah.
And hiatal hernia is when the upper part of the stomach slips up through the diaphragm.
Now, your father had that, right, Fez? You said it was sticking out pretty far after an operation or whatever?
Yeah, he's got that bad. He still has to have that work done.
Oh, so what would he do for this?
Well, there's a lot of people have it. If you really want to be truthful, there's probably about, if you want to go worldwide, probably about 80 to 90% of the world has a hiatal hernia at some time or another.
Right.
We're born with one, but hiatal hernia is caused by a traumatizing emotional experience.
Really?
Oh, yes, and birthing is very traumatizing to the mother and the baby, but within 24 hours it will come back to natural. Hiatal hernias are very, very common. They are so common, if they got the credit that they deserved, you would find out that close to 2,000 diseases today began with a hiatal hernia. Hiatal hernia initiates the top 10 diseases. Hiatal hernia initiates overweight and obesity, heart attack,
Have it.
stroke,
So
arthritis.
what do you do for all this?
Well, I teach people how to put their hiatal hernia down. Surgery isn't the greatest thing, and they're not really advocating it at this time because it's life-threatening. And I know people who have had surgery, but there's no guarantee the stomach stays down. The way to guarantee that it stays down is each individual learns to put it down on his own.
And how do you learn this? What are we finding out in your book?
It's very simple. I have a diagram in the book showing you how to do it and explicitly describing how to do it, and I can do it over there real quickly.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, if you've had a hiatal hernia and you've had it for very long, it's not just up. It's up. Sometimes it gets real close to the heart, and that's where the heart attack and strokes become. And acid reflux, okay, all those things began when the hiatal hernia starts out. You'll have allergies, and you'll have anxiety, and adrenal gland exhaustion. But as it progresses, you can get the obesity, Parkinson's disease.
Right, so it's a bad thing.
Eventually it'll kill you.
What do you do if you get it?
Well, what do? You learn to put it down, and you take your hand, and I show you how to do it. Your hand is like a magnet. You put your hand up right underneath the breastbone on the left-hand side, and you start at a 1, and you will go down to about a 7, and you will go a half a degree. I call a half a degree, probably about a half an inch at a time, slowly, and you can take deep breaths as you do it, and when you get to count of 7, you'll have it down. And then I tell them at the count of 7, I want you to ground it, or count to 50, and it will stay down. That's the only way it stays down is if you do it, because you caused it, so you have to heal it.
And you can't hurt yourself doing this?
Absolutely not.
I hate moving things around that are inside my body.
Well, you'd like this if you had one because you'd like the relief.
And once you do this, you feel better immediately?
Absolutely. The first thing I notice when people put their own stomach down, I watch it. You know, if you have a pale face, pale complexion, that shows me that your stomach is up, and it interferes with the circulation, and sometimes they have fuzzy thinking, unclear thinking. I've seen people who put their stomach down within 3 seconds, their face turns pink, and they immediately have a change in their...
And it's all just from shoving their stomach. They can make themselves healthy again.
Actually, I don't call it shoving. I just gently bring it down.
Gently?
Yes.
All right. You have a book, and you also have this website, right?
I do. It's on my website, www.quasarhealing.com, all one word. You can order the book at a toll-free number.
Mm-hmm. And how do you do that?
Is 1-800-932-7266. Excuse me, that's the wrong number. I've got two toll-free numbers.
Okay.
This would be 1-800-247-6553.
All right, we're going to take some calls if that's okay, Patricia. Some calls right now.
Hernias out there.
866-277-4969. And you say 80 to 90% of the country can benefit this, and you can be fixed pretty quick?
You can bring your stomach down within 3 to 4 minutes.
Wow. And change everything around, Fez.
And it changes you have clear thinking. You will notice a difference in the sensation of your skin. Your blood circulation turns back again. You'll see quite a change. Everyone that does it feels something instantly. They feel something.
All right, we'll take some calls right away. We've got Patricia Hellinger on this. She's going to teach you how to deal with your hiatal hernia. Here's Iris. Iris, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hello, Iris. You're on with Patricia.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, this is Iris calling. Patricia, thank God you've done this hiatal hernia book.
Do you suffer with this, Iris?
Well, I went to the doctor. Initially, it was a lump on my breast. And we found out that it was a gumdrop, I guess, that had fallen down there and had stuck to the outer part.
Oh, what a relief, I guess.
And what I wanted to know from Patricia is that also hiatal, and could I somehow push it in or shove it?
Well, what you would do is you would put your hand... What symptoms do you have?
Cough, I think.
Stickiness and a lumpiness to the side and underneath of the hiatal area.
Maybe less candy.
That doesn't sound familiar to me when you're talking about candy. I don't know about that.
Could it be from stacks?
From what?
With stacks or types of sweets. I just think you're doing something wonderful, Patricia, and you're really helping.
Well, thank you very much.
How can I call for your book?
You can call 1-800-247-6553.
6553.
Yes.
Could I have that again, please?
1-800-247-6553.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
And God bless you for the work you're doing.
Thank you very much.
They ought to give you a medal that you pin on.
I'll take it.
The hernia. God bless
I don't
you.
think they have a hernia medal.
Yes.
You've changed my life, and I love it.
I'm impressed.
I feel fantastic. That's 1-800-555-6666. Got it. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Iris.
Do you actually take patients, Patricia?
I work with a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
I work in counseling. I have seminars. I'm a national lecturer.
It's natural healing. That's all.
Yes.
There's no pills. There's no powders.
Pardon me?
It's basically like a massage, like a self-massage.
That's what it is. And it's the cause of most of your diseases today, up to 2,000 diseases.
Wow. All right, here's Andre. Andre, you're on with Patricia Hellinger. How are you, Andre?
Hello, this is Andre. What I want to tell you is I am a large man.
You're a big guy?
7'4", 560 pounds, from Grenoble, France.
Yes.
I have a hiatal hernia that's very high. So high that if someone was going to do this maneuver for me, they would have to get on a big ladder.
Let me ask
to
you,
reach it.
Patricia, is it a problem when it's a very large man like this?
No, it shouldn't be. It wouldn't be. He would have to do it himself.
I mean, well, you're talking about a guy who's almost 6'10".
No.
Yeah.
7'4",
well,
560 pounds, from Grenoble, France.
Well, this person would have to do that himself. Someone else can't do this for you.
I think it's going to take 2 or 3 people to do this. On stilts, maybe.
Oh, I doubt it.
So you don't think that'll be a problem?
No.
All right, everybody can do it themselves, even obese people.
It's designed. It's called self-help. Each one has to do it himself.
Does this cause giganticism, a hiatal hernia?
Does it cause what?
Giganticism.
No, I think that's something you're born with.
Oh, I thought there might be some hope for me. Because sometimes I get lonely being 7'4", 560 pounds, from Grenoble, France.
All right, well, thank you, Andre, and best of luck.
You.
And call us back and let us know how this worked.
I certainly will.
And say hello to everybody in Italy. Now, excuse me?
7'4",
yeah.
560 pounds, from Grenoble, France.
Yeah. All right, Patricia.
Yes.
How did you discover this? How did you come up with this way of self-medicating?
Well, self-help.
Right.
It's something that's natural. I've researched it, and most of people that are in reflexology know about it.
Right.
Anybody that's into kinesiology knows about it, and I've studied a lot of kinesiology, and
You're doing great with it, huh?
Well, they learned how to put it down. You can go into a kinesiologist and they'll put it down. But I never liked that idea of someone else putting my stomach down because it hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. And don't you worry about if you keep putting down the hernia, low self-esteem?
Well, the thing is, if someone else keeps putting it down for you, it doesn't stay. Once I decided and learned that they didn't have control over what I do, I'm the one who has control over it. And not only that, it hurts. It was painful to me, so I devised my own system of putting it down myself.
All right, well, here's Clementine. Clementine, you're on with Patricia Hellinger.
Hi, how you guys doing? Man, this is so cool being on the air with you.
Great.
I have a question about the hernia. I was driving cross-country with my husband, Augie, and when we were driving, by the end of the trip, I had a huge hernia, and I could not imagine pushing that thing back up.
What do you think of that, Patricia?
Well, I don't know what he's talking about. He says pushing up. You don't push a hernia up.
You push it down.
Oh, well,
that could be the problem.
It's already down. I mean, I have to use like a donut to sit on.
Well, you're not talking about a hiatal hernia.
I think she's talking about hemorrhoids.
Yeah, that's what I think. No, that's not a hiatal hernia.
Oh, well, color me blue.
All right, well, thank you, Clem.
So you shouldn't push on those.
Yeah. What do you do with those, Patricia?
Do with what?
Here is Roxy. Roxy, you're on with Patricia. How are you?
Good. Doctor, how are you tonight? My name is Roxy Carmichael from Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah?
My boyfriend, he came home the other night, got a bit of a drinking problem. Boy ain't got a grain of sense if you ask me. But to make a long story short, we stopped fighting, gave me a shiner. Now, my mama's coming by in 2 weeks, said it happened again. She's going to take away my babies. Now, I need a remedy to get rid of this shiner. I need some pickle juice or some bacon bits on there or something. I know you have to have it in your book somewhere. Do you have a list of remedies? How do I get rid of this?
Do you have a natural remedy for that, Patricia?
For a shiner?
Yes, it's just a big old
walk out on him.
Iris?
No. No, sir. We have to keep our babies together. Social services come in there, take them right away. It's a good home. But he's a nice boy when he's not drinking.
We're not dealing with shiners tonight, Roxy, right? It's just for the hernia.
Well, that's a home remedy.
Patricia?
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
You don't have a home remedy?
No. But thank you for calling, Roxy, and best of luck to you. Here's Fred Rogers. Fred, you're on with Patricia Hellinger. Fred?
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, Patricia.
Well, hello.
Hello, Ron.
When are we going to talk about the superbug?
Coming up. Maybe Mr. Fred Rogers is interested. Are you interested in that at all?
I was changing my sneakers and thinking it was so special that you want to help people with disease, Patricia.
Pardon me?
It is nice.
I thought it was special that you want to help people with disease.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to speak to you about hernias.
All right.
The other day, I went over to my friend's house, Charlie, and he was making cellos. And I thought it was really nice and fun for my friends to see it. He had a hernia.
Mm-hmm.
He had the kind of hernia you were talking about. What was the name of that?
It's called a hiatal hernia.
What was it?
Hiatal hernia.
Could you say it again?
Hiatal, Hiatal.
I knew you could. So I wanted to know, how do you get rid of the hernia for my friend Charlie?
What's his problem?
Well, he makes cellos, and occasionally we like to visit him and see the cellos. But now, because of his hernia, he can't make the cellos anymore.
Oh.
Gee.
Any suggestions on what I could tell Charlie the next time we visit?
Well, tell him to buy my book, and he'll get some instructions on how to put it down.
What is that book again, Patricia?
It's called Hiatal Hernia, Chronic Fatigue Syndrome, and Many Other Diseases Healed Naturally.
And you believe there's a superbug coming in from Iraq?
There is. There is a superbug all over the United States. It's getting very. I think it's taking the place of a virus. I don't think we're going to have any virus this fall.
No.
This spring. It's turning out to be as usually every year. In the fall, they have what we call a influenza season, which we have been minus this season. So what's coming in now is a superbug. It's a bacteria. We're not going to be worrying about flu this year. We're going to be worrying about bacteria.
Let's go back to the phones. Here's Jan. Jan, you're on.
Hi, this is Jan. It's so good to talk to Patricia. Usually when I have a problem like this, me and my brothers and sisters, we usually just write to Dear Libby and sign it Harried and Hopeless. Now, I'm really concerned about the superbug because one time, my sister Marcia, she dated a guy named Harvey Klinger, and he was really into bugs. And my parents were worried that it was moving too fast because Harvey said a 13-year-old girl today is like a 20-year-old, and a 13-year-old boy is like a 22-year-old today. So I was just wondering, is it an actual bug?
It's what they call it's not what you'd call a virus. It is a bug, which causes bacteria.
Is this something that could help the hiatal hernia?
It has no connection.
None whatsoever. I'd also like to ask about what to do for a sprained ankle. Our housekeeper, Alice, she's laid up, and now she's not going to get to go with Sam to the meat cutter's ball.
Wow.
And they were going to win an award there. And Sam's really disappointed, and he was going to go without her.
And did he?
No, he ended up coming over to our house and just sitting with Alice.
Wow.
I thought it was really big of him. You know, for your next book, I want to tell you about a little remedy of my own.
Sure.
Lemon juice for freckles.
Really?
Because one time I liked a boy named Clark Tyson, and he ended up liking my older sister Marcia, because Marcia's my older sister, and Cindy's my younger sister, and I'm in the middle. And when you're in the middle, it's like being invisible. But I'll tell you what, the lemon juice didn't work. You should put that in your book. And I'll tell you what, then I had to end up making up a boyfriend when everyone was in my room, and I looked over and I saw a glass on the counter, and I said my boyfriend's name is George Glass. And everyone knew I was faking, even though he sent me daisies. How did he know daisies were my favorite, Patricia?
All right, thank you very much. What should she do, Patricia?
About a sprained ankle? No, I'm not interested.
Just not go to the meat cutter's ball?
I wouldn't touch that one. No advice on that.
Okay, groovy.
I think at your age you should date as many people as you want.
Are you talking to me, Iris?
Oh, no. I didn't hang up.
You need to hang up.
All right, I'm going to go back and finish this sweet I found in my brassiere. Goodbye. God bless you, Patricia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Iris.
Great job, Patricia. We enjoyed having you on the show tonight. The name of the book, Hiatal Hernia and Chronic Fatigue Syndrome, and many other diseases healed naturally. How can we get that, Patricia?
You can get it toll-free, 1-800-247-6553.
1-800-250-60.
And I'd also like to mention that I am a nationwide speaker.
So we can book you here maybe sometime.
Sure, I do a lot of speaking engagements nationally.
And what number to get a hold of you for that?
406-432-2993.
293.
One more time, I couldn't hear you. Iris was talking.
406-432-2913.
Thank you very much, Patricia, for being on the show tonight. I think we're all feeling better already.
I'll tell you what, your book's going to do a lot of good for a lot of people. I'm walking proof of that.
He really is, Patricia. And thank you. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
I'm even dating now.
Howard Stern, Don and Mike, Bill O'Reilly, Ron and Fez, and the Washington Redskins. 106.7 WJFK.